Hi, Willie Mayette from pianowithwillie.com. Welcome to this lesson on slow blues a la Stormy Monday blues, okay? A student of mine, Eugene, has been asking me for this slow blues lesson for the longest time, and it just basically kind of just slipped our mind, kind of fell through the cracks. So he reminded me again, so thank you for reminding me, Eugene. Here is the lesson, all right? I know a lot of students are interested in the blues, especially how do you play a slow blues? So let me tell you what I've done in this lesson. There's two parts to this lesson. This is part one, okay? What I have done is I have gone through and I've created and transcribed a bunch of these different bass lines and broke them into snippets, okay? So these are exact bass lines that, you might hear T-Bone Walker's band playing, Albert King's band, whatever. These are like legit bass lines that would be played by a bass player or the pianist, okay? If you're playing solo piano like I just was, right, you could play these bass lines as well. Really, really important to know the bass lines. So now, why do I keep talking about bass lines, all right? Because if you don't have the bass line down, then you're not going to be able to do stuff up in the right hand, all right? So we're going to make sure that we have that bass line down. So this lesson is going to be how to, we're going to work each one of these bass line snippets. We're going to put it together. I'm also going to show you how to put chords together with it in the right hand. So when you are done with this part of the lesson, you will have pretty much what I just showed you in this introduction. You will be able to sit down, you'll be able to play this bass line along with chords. So this is great if you're going to sing along with yourself, okay? So they call it Stormy Monday. I don't know the rest of the words, but sorry, you can look up the lyrics. But anyway, the point is that you can play this and then sing along with yourself, okay? Because when Eugene was asking me to do the lesson, I'm like, well, you know what, the melody, do you want to do the melody in the right hand? You don't typically play the melody of a blues in the right hand, like this kind of blues, maybe a jazz blues, something like that, sure. But this is typically sung or you're improvising. So that's why I went the track that I did with this lesson. This lesson can be applied to more than just Stormy Monday, all right? So you can apply it to any slow blues. Now in the introductions, I like giving students a little taste, right? So here, check this out. Here's the first bass line on the B flat. So it's the root to the third of the chord, to the 4. Notice I have my second finger there, and I go to my 4th finger, and then I go up to 5, 6, root. Okay, so then we go through all the other bass line snippets. But there you go. You can get started on that. You can move it into other keys. All right, and then there you have your bass line for your 12-bar blues. Let me explain what I'm talking about here. So when I go in the E flat, right, now I'm up on this E flat. I got to get all the way down here to that B flat. It's a real easy to, hit the wrong note, right, or to slip off of the key. So instead, that's a big, huge leap, all right? So it sounds a little bit abrupt sometimes. So sometimes what we want to do, especially if you're a bass player, you want to smooth out that transition, okay? So you're not going, like jumping all over the place. So check this out. Right? So that's the original one, right? And so we could do this. So basically what I'm doing is the first part is exactly the same. All this is the same. Then it goes up to here, right? But then rather than going like this, I got to get to B flat. So what am I thinking? All right, well, I got this half step. Let me do that. Notice I changed the rhythm. No, I'm not going triplet. Right? I'm just going. Now, you might be wondering, well, why did I go from below like that? Why didn't I go above? Well, listen to what happens if you go from above. Okay? It sounds a little too outside. Okay? It's a little bit too much outside. So this, you can hear how that sounds much better. It sounds, it sounds much smoother. So 5, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. So here you go. Okay, so now let me go through it nice and slow for you. It's a B flat 7. And what I'm going to do in the right hand, I'm just going to play guide tones for right now, just to like get the sound. So B flat 7. Sorry. Then C minor, D minor, D flat 7. So nice and slow. So there's the B flat 7. 5, 3, 2, 1, 5, 3, 2, 1. It's just all on that B flat major 6 chord. And then there are the notes on C minor. This is 5, 3, 2, 1, 5, 3, 2, 1. And then a D minor, 5, 3, 2, 1, 5, 3, 2, 1. And when I go down to D flat 7, 5, 3, 2. See that stretch? 3, 2. And cross underneath of the thumb. 1. Okay, so let's work through that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the drums on. I'm going to put it a little slower this time. I'm going to put it on 60, all right? That's probably the tempo I'll give you for the play-along track, okay? It's probably about 60. Now, I'm going to play the bass line and the guide tones in the right hand, all right? If you can play them hands together, great. If you can't, then try just focusing on the bass line, and then try doing the right hand by itself, and then you can start to put them together. Here we go. I'll do it a couple of times for you. 2, ready, go. Like really put together an arrangement for you that you could sing over. Okay, and then so this, you can easily sing over this because it's all just chordal stuff. But if you want to add in a little bit of improv, check out this lick. So here we go. All right, well, let me do that again. You can also use it as an introduction. I can just play that lick and kind of groove on it for a little while. Whoops. And then go to my F augmented, and then go on to the song. All right? So, what is the lick? This is actually right off of that Gene Harris stuff. So if you like this sound, check out the Gene Harris licks lessons on the site as well. I like all that stuff. That's all Gene Harris kind of sound. All right, so I have the 5th, the 3rd, and the 5th of B flat 7, and I go up a whole step down here, half step right there. Okay, so this really would be considered kind of going from a B flat to an E flat. Okay, just basically gives you a suspended sound. And I throw that grace note in there. Okay, and this is how it works with the first two beats. So I have triplet, triplet, sorry, triplet. Let me do it again. Ready, go. Triplet. I don't have that other grace note in there. Actually, I will add in that other grace note because that's really important that you put that in there. Okay, so now let's move on. You could try doing it on other chords as well. If I were to do it on the E flat 7, just to give you a tip, I'd probably stay right there. So notice what I'm doing. I'm just doing this, and I leave out that last triplet. So I go triplet. Sorry. Triplet. See how I play nothing on the C? I could do this if I wanted to. If I wanted to keep something in, I could throw the D in there. Even though that doesn't fit on an E flat 7 chord, it provides a little bit of tension and it's happening so fast. Sorry. Like on the F7, I'd probably just do this, just roll the chord. Same thing when I get down to the E flat. All right, now, this may be too much of a stretch for some of you. If it is, and actually, regardless if it is or not, I suggest you also learn this alternative version. So, top notes are the same. The only thing is this bottom note is moving to to an A flat 7. Moving to an A flat, which is the dominant 7th, okay? This works well for like fast blues, slow blues. All right, so you can speed it up, slow it down. It's a lick that really holds up well, and you can use it in many different situations. All right, so have fun with that, and that's the end of the lesson. I'll see you in the next lesson.